Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name's Emily and I'm very grateful that you're here. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. If you do like the video, please be sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, and then subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any updates. For our yoga practice today, all you'll need is a little bit of space and a comfortable surface. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome. In today's yoga flow, we will be bringing in some animal-based movements, and we'll try and blend these into our normal yoga flow as well. So sometimes we'll be focusing more on strength, sometimes more on flexibility, and a lot of practice with balance today too. So I hope that you enjoy getting into some different animal-like movements. Maybe some of these are new, maybe some are familiar. Either way, try your best as always. Let's start seated. So you can sit up cross-legged or however you like. Try and sit as tall as you can. Close the eyes. We're going to take some breaths here in stillness. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, breathe out. Let's do that again. Breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. This time in and out through the nose. Breathe in for 3, 2, 1, and out for 3, 2, 1. Good. Opening up the eyes, we're just going to walk the hands forward. Kind of let yourself shift a little bit side to side. Just really slowly starting to move. We'll walk the hands over to one side. And then back through the middle and over to the other side. Starting with subtle, small movements here before getting into some more challenging movements. Just take your time, walk back to the middle, and then walk your hands up. Coming up onto table. Come to all fours. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Tuck the toes under and sit the hips back towards the heels. Look forward as though you're getting ready to press forward. And we'll breathe in as we shift the weight forward. Shoulders come past the fingertips, and then breathe out to come back. Breathe in to come forward, and breathe out to come back. Really try and match your movement to your breath. Inhale forward. Exhaling back. This time, inhale forward. We'll come all the way forward. Untuck your toes into your Cobra. You can have your elbows bent here. Just being nice and gentle with the breath. Steady in and steady out. And take one more breath in. And then as you breathe out, bring the hips back once again. Tuck the toes and lift up this time to downward dog. Let's just walk it out a little bit, bend one knee at a time. Pressing the opposite heel down. Take a look right to left, turn your head. Come back into the middle, bend the knees, look to the hands, step, walk, or hop the feet forward to your hands. And we'll lift up halfway as you breathe in, bring your hands onto your shins, straighten the elbows. And breathe out to fold. Let's take a sun breath to come up to stand. Circle the arms, reach up, lift up, and breathe out. Hands through your heart center, and then down beside you into mountain pose. Just going to stay here to be still for a moment. See if you can close the eyes. And keeping the eyes closed, see if you can lift the heels up really high. So lifting up to the balls of the feet. Press your toes down. You might wobble, you might lose your balance. It's challenging with the eyes closed, but try your best. And then lower the heels back down. Let's try it again. Breathe in, lifting up. Breathe out, lower down. Just keeping the feet flat, just take a breath here. We're starting to find our balance, starting to challenge our balance. Always trying your best. If you fall out of a pose or if you don't get it right away, that's okay. Gives us space to grow, space to try again. Open up the eyes, take a breath in and circle the arms, sun breath. Breathe out, fold forward, hands down, step your feet back into a plank, and we'll lower all the way down onto our bellies, bend your elbows to lower down. Untuck your toes when you arrive. We'll lift the chest, low cobra as you breathe in, and breathe out to come back down. We're going to do that again, but this time see if you can lift your hands off the floor as well. Breathe in, getting really strong into the back, and breathe out to come down. Press your hands down, and we meet back in downward dog. Lift the hips high, keep your back nice and flat. Take a breath. This time bending the knees, look to the hands. We'll land the feet outside the hands. So you might step there and step to the top of the mat, or you might hop your feet forward and see if you can make it all the way, or maybe taking a few hops to arrive here. And I just want you to start to shift side to side, kind of getting into almost like a monkey-like movement here. So we're really low to the ground, deep stretch into the hips, and a little bit of balance challenge. Maybe you can press a little more to one side, maybe a little more the other, coming back and forth. Now we'll come back into the middle, plant your hands down, and we're going to hop the feet backwards, kind of like down dog, but with the knees really bent. So you can watch first if you like. Press my hands down, feet back, and land with the knees nice and bent. And we're going to hop forward and back a few times like that. So hop forward again to that frog shape, and then hop back, downward dog. Let's take a couple more. Remember to keep breathing. And next time you're back in your down dog, we'll stay there, straighten the legs up to come into your full downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now looking forward, we'll step the feet between the hands this time. Lift up halfway as you breathe in, straighten the elbows, and breathe out to fold. Circle the arms up to stand, sun breath, inhale. And heart center, exhale, arms down beside you, mountain pose. Close the eyes if you can. And start to shift your weight, this time side to side. So we'll see if we can balance on one foot. Shift the weight over to your right, lift the left. Just lifting any amount, just to a hover. Place the left foot back down. And we'll shift over to the left, lift the right. As we close our eyes, this helps us really develop our concentration, our focus. Let's bring both feet down as we get stronger and try things that might not come the first time around. Open up the eyes, circle the arms, fold, breathe out. Hands down, feet back into plank, and we lower all the way down again. Bend the elbows to come onto the belly. Untuck the toes, lift your chest, low cobra, inhale. Roll down, exhale. Again, this time hands flutter off the floor, inhale. And roll down, exhale. This time press into the hands to lift up again to cobra like we did at the beginning. And you don't have to straighten your arms, just listen to your body, okay? So only come up as high as it feels good. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, we'll come back down. Press into the hands to come up through your table, tuck the toes, and breathe out to downward dog. And this time we're going to lift the right leg up to three-legged dog, stretch it out. And as you breathe out, step the right foot between the hands. Press into the feet to come up. This is your dragon pose. It's also crescent lunge, but today I want you to think of it like dragon. Take a big breath here. And then as you breathe out, I want you to open the arms out and reach your eyes forward, reach your head forward. Breathe in, lift the arms back up. Maybe you can look up. And breathe out, open the arms, we reach forward. Inhale, lift up, sweeping motion. Exhale, shift forward, getting stronger in the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward. Now bring your fingertips down and straighten your right leg, coming into a forward fold. Breathe to the back of the right leg. Focusing more on flexibility here. Try and steady your breathing into the stillness. Now bend the right knee a little bit so that the fingertips can walk forward. I want you to press off the back toes. Bring both thighs to touch and your left toes keep pointing up to the ceiling. This is your Flamingo Pose, so try and balance on that right leg. Maybe your hands even get a little lighter. Maybe they lift up even just for a moment. You can keep a little bend to your right knee. Practicing your balance, take one more breath. And as you breathe out, left foot plants down beside the right. Both feet flat. Circle the arms to come up to stand, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. We lift back up, breathe in, circle the arms. Breathe out, we fold forward. Plant your hands down, step back to your plank, and lower all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes once you arrive. Inhale, lift your chest, low cobra. Exhale, roll back down. We'll do it again. Lift the hands this time if you can. Breathe in, hands are light or they float. Breathe out to come down. And this time, press into the hands to lift up to Cobra. And we'll stay for a moment. Check in, only come up as far as it feels okay. Stretching into the front of the body. Take a breath in. And when you breathe out, we'll lower back down nice and slow. Press into the hands to come up to your tabletop. Tuck the toes and let's meet downward facing dog. Now this time we're going to lift the left leg, three-legged dog on the inhale. Stretch it out. And on your exhale, left foot between the hands, getting ready for dragon pose. Push into the feet, strong into the body. We come all the way up. Now breathe in here. And as you breathe out, reach your head forward, open your arms. Breathe in, circle the arms, sweep up. Breathe out, open, reach. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, open. One more like this, deep breath. And breathe out. Now take the fingertips down, straighten the left leg for a stretch to the back of the leg. Take a couple deep breaths here, try and be still. Now we'll start to bend the left knee a little bit so you can walk the fingertips farther forward. Press off your right toes to bring the thighs to touch and toes to the sky. So coming back to our flamingo, you might try and balance here, lifting the fingertips, maybe one hand at a time or even one finger at a time. Maybe just fluttering up for a moment. Take one more breath in. And when you breathe out, release the right foot back down beside the left. Sweep the arms, circle to come up, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Perfect. Now I'm going to turn sideways here because I need a little more space side to side. You can turn sideways or not. We're coming into a fold and we're going to do some gorilla walks or gorilla movements side to side. So you can watch first if you like. Turn one foot to the side, put my hands down, and then kind of hop my feet over. Try to float for a little bit. So try and lift the feet a little bit and then land. And we're just going to go side to side. See if you can feel kind of getting into that animal-like movement. Imagine you're placing your hands down onto the earth. What do you feel? What do you see? We'll take a few more side to side. And then next time you're forward, back towards the front, we'll meet there. I'm going to crouch down, facing forward. Bending the knees up onto the balls of the feet. See if you can balance, hands to come up to heart center. See if you can steady your focus. Look at one thing that's not moving. Take a breath. Now we're going to plant the hands back down. And just as we did before, we're going to hop the feet back towards that really bent downward dog. So palms pressing down, feet hop back, and land nice and low. Ready to take off, we hop forward and land. Take a few more, forward and back, getting stronger, building your balance, building your focus. And next time you're forward, we will meet there. This time turn the knees out. See if you can still balance on the balls of the feet with the heels lifted. If not, you can take the feet a little wider like we did before. Let your hands rest down on the thighs. See if you can sit up nice and tall. Again, focus your gaze. Try and be still. Focus on the stillness, on the balance. Take a breath in. And when you breathe out, fingertips come down in front of you, straighten the legs, bring the feet flat. We're down to rise up, circle the arms, sun breath, inhale to come up to stand. And exhale, hands to heart. Arms down beside you to mountain pose, to pause. Just taking a moment to steady your breathing. Close the eyes if you can. Now start to open the eyes. Start to shift the weight into one side, shifting into your left. Let's lift the right knee. Breathe in, lift the arms. And when you breathe out, we're going to start to twist towards your right. So the left hand comes to the right leg. The right arm might keep reaching up, or maybe you'll reach back. Really challenging your balance with this twist. See if you can look to your right thumb. Try and stay strong through your bottom leg. Pressing the toes down, press the foot down. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, come back through the middle. Cross the right leg over the left. Open up the arms into eagle, soaring eagle. We are flying through the sky. Maybe let the arms move a little bit as if you're moving through the clouds. See if you can sink a little lower. And we'll come back up, breathe in, lift the right knee, and breathe out to mountain pose. Pause for a moment, take a breath, close the eyes. We'll start to shift the weight the other way, pressing into the right foot. See if you can hover the left toes off the mat. And then see if you can lift the left knee nice and high, lift the arms. And we'll start to turn to our left, looking over towards the left shoulder, right hand to the left leg, and maybe the left hand even reaches away from you. Maybe looking at your left thumb. Stay strong through that right leg, keep pressing the foot down. And we'll start to come back through the middle, cross that left leg over the right, and the arms open out to your sides into eagle. Soaring eagle, float through the sky, flying through the clouds. Start to move with it if you like. And we'll come back to the middle, see if you can lift the left knee, breathe in, and breathe out, mountain pose. Well done. Even when we wobble, even when we fall out of a pose, that's an opportunity to try again. It's an opportunity to practice our concentration, our focus. And just reminding yourself to always try your best. Take a breath here. And we'll circle the arms, sun breath on the inhale, and fold on the exhale. Lift up halfway, breathe in. And breathe out, palms down, step your feet back, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, lift into low cobra, chest lifts as you breathe in, and lower as you breathe out. Let's do one more, breathe in, lifting, maybe hands lift, and breathe out, down. Press into the hands to come up just to seated. Just pausing, sitting with your hips onto your heels and your hands flat on the thighs. See if you can close your eyes. See if you can become totally still. Only noticing the body moving with the breath. And we'll open up the eyes, release the legs up from under you, and we're going to come down onto our back. So just shuffle forward so that you have some space, and then when you're ready, roll down. Keep your knees hugged in, giving yourself a tight squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side. Closing the eyes, tune into the sound of my voice. Couple more rocks side to side. And then come back into the middle. Try and become still. As you breathe in, we're going to reach the hands to the outer edges of the feet. So you have to lift your shoulder blades off the floor maybe to get that hold. See if you can touch your forehead to your knees and really squeeze everything in. Become as small as you can be right here. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, release hold of the feet. We're going to extend the legs long, open the arms wide, come into Shavasana. Now try and become totally still. See if you can be still, even through the fingers and the toes. Closing the eyes. The only movement is coming from the breath. Noticing how the belly moves as we breathe. Lifting on the inhale and softening on the exhale. See if you can be completely still here for another few breaths. Starting to move just a little bit, start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Circle the wrists, circle the ankles. Letting our movement slowly get a little bit bigger. Reach the arms overhead, bring the feet together and point the toes. Stretch out, reach, reach, reach. And as you breathe out, bend the knees in towards you again. Take your hands onto the shins and we'll start to rock forward and back to come back up into seated. So take a few rocks and rolls and meet me here, sitting up nice and tall. And then again, try and be still. Close the eyes. Feeling the space in the body. Feeling the space in the breath. Noticing how you feel. After trying some animal movements, some yoga poses blended together, helping us practice our focus, our concentration, all while getting stronger in the mind, in the body, and trying our best. Let's bring our hands to touch each other at our heart center. Sending yourself a big thank you for trying your best today, whether it was something familiar or something new. It's always a huge accomplishment when we try our best at something. So thank yourself for that. And a big thank you from me to you for you being here today and for practicing this yoga flow. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.